Hello, this is Simon from boltonguitar.co.uk, and this is part 3 of my tutorial on how to play Bouree in E minor BWV 996 by J.S.Bach. So let's get straight into it. We ended the previous video at bar 16 with our little bass run. So we're now starting on the last beat of bar 16, which is a bar chord at the 7th fret, and we simply playing the 6th string and the 1st string, both B's, and then follow that by playing the 2nd string, which you're covering with the bar, which is F sharp. So that's the last beat of bar 16, leading us into bar 17, which is keeping the bar on and then placing the little finger on the 2nd string at the 9th fret, G sharp. So we're playing the 5th string and the 2nd string. So we've got drop the bar and the little finger down. Don't take your fingers off, just drop them down 2 frets to the 5th fret. And we're playing the 5th string and 2nd string together. Take your little finger off, play the 2nd string again, which is now giving us E on the 2nd string 5th fret. We're dropping back another fret. Now I keep the bar on there, so I'm playing the 5th string and I place the 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string, which is A. So we've got C sharp and A, so that's the 5th string and 1st string together. We can now take the fingers off and then play the 5th string and the 1st string open, followed by putting the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string G. So we've got, so from the end of bar 16 we have this, so drop that down, onto bar 18 now. So the first beat is simply the open 4th string D and the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, F sharp on the 1st string now. Now that helps to get that 2nd finger to land on the 5th string C. So we're playing the 5th string and the open 1st string, and then that's followed by the D on the 2nd string with the 3rd finger. So that bar 18 is. Continue on to the 3rd beat of bar 18 with the 1st finger landing on the 5th string 2nd fret and the little finger on the 1st string 3rd fret, G. So that's, and then finally on bar 18 we're back to a bar chord at the 3rd fret and playing the 6th string and 2nd string together. That's giving us a G and a D. And to finish that bar, place the little finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd string, F natural. So bar 18 is. So I'll just play that again now from the end of bar 16. Bar 19 starts by keeping our bar chord on at the 3rd fret, but playing the 5th string, which gives us a C, and we place the 3rd finger on the 2nd string, 5th fret, E. So that's 5th string and 2nd string. So from the bar chord we've got the 1st finger drops back a fret. Now we can take the bar off. So that 1st finger is now on the 2nd fret, 5th string, and we place the little finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string, which is giving us B and A. Take that little finger off to give us the open string. And then onto the 3rd beat of bar 19, the 3rd finger lands on the 2nd fret of the first string, F sharp, and we're playing the 5th string open and our first string F sharp, which now leaves our second finger and first fingers to land. The second finger lands straight on the second string, 2nd fret C sharp, and the first finger on the 5th string, 1st fret A sharp. So we play that, follow that by playing the open first string. So bar 19 is our first finger moves up a fret to the 2nd fret 5th string B, and the little finger lands on the 2nd string 4th fret D sharp. That's the first beat of bar 20. And then open 2nd string B, and we get a little bass run, so we're playing the 3rd fret 5th string with the 2nd finger, 2nd fret 5th string with the 1st finger B, down to the open string. So that's the 3rd finger now will land straight on the G sharp on the 4th fret of the 6th string, and we play that with the open 1st string E, follow that by the open 2nd string. So I'll play it from the last beat of bar 16. Now we're coming into the tricky section. These last 2 bars I think are the hardest bars in the whole piece. So bar 21, now the way I play this, and there's many ways you can finger this, but I like to be able to keep fingers on and move them from fret to fret. So I'm starting on bar 21 with the 2nd finger on the 2nd string 1st fret, and the 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Now that might seem strange, but that's because on the 2nd beat I can slide that sequence up, and I can now place the 1st finger on the A, which is the middle note on the 2nd fret 3rd string. So that's giving us, I'll play that again. So notice we're just sliding those fingers up, which leaves the 1st finger to add that extra note. Otherwise it means jumping about, which is quite difficult. So I do that. So now a similar process happens on bar 3, on beat 3 of bar 21. So I'm putting the little finger on the G at the 3rd fret 6th string, and then the 2nd finger on D sharp on the 1st fret of the 4th string. And again, that's in order that I can then slide that 2nd finger up into the next beat. So I'm playing, so that's, so from the beginning of bar 21, I'll do that again. Into bar 22, and we have a full bar chord at the 2nd fret. Now that's giving us the A on the 3rd string and F sharp on the 6th string. So now what we do there, we can place the 3rd finger on the 5th string 4th fret C sharp. So we're playing the 3rd string and 6th string together. We follow that by playing the 5th string, and then all we need to do now onto the 2nd beat is just slide that up to the 4th fret. Don't take your fingers off, we're already placed. So now we're playing the 5th string and the 3rd string, and then follow that by the 4th string. So we've got, I'll do that again. So from bar 21, that's giving us now the bar beat 3 on bar 22 is just simply the 3rd string and 1st string open, followed by the 5th string open, F sharp at the 4th fret, 4th string, follow that by playing the 2nd fret, 4th string E, into bar 23, which now is the 1st finger on D sharp on the 4th string, 1st fret, and the 2nd finger on B on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. 2nd finger comes across onto the 2nd fret, 4th string. We play the open 5th string and 4th string together, and then F sharp with the little finger, 4th fret, 4th string. Bring the 1st finger over onto your 5th string, 2nd fret, giving us B, and we play the open 3rd string. Finally, the little finger lands on F sharp on the 4th fret, 4th string. Keep the 1st finger on if you can. Follow that F sharp by playing the E at the 2nd fret, 4th string. So we've now got, and then finally we can play the double E at the end. That's the open 6th string and the 2nd finger, which is now on the E on the 2nd fret, 4th string. So bar 21 through to the end is and there we have the Bouree in E minor for the left hand. Now let's go over and just see what the right hand is doing, particularly on those last tricky bars. So taking it from the last beat of bar 16, I'm playing middle, index, middle, then I'll do middle, index, middle, middle, index, middle, then middle again, middle, so that's middle, index, middle, now, it's from the last beat of bar 21, the last beat of bar 20, where the fun starts with the right hand, because it's really quite fiddly in order to play this sequence. So the last beat is G sharp and E, that's just middle and index finger. Now, I'm playing the 3rd finger now on the 2nd string with the thumb playing the bass note. The index finger plays the 4th string, so I'm playing. The fingers slide up. I'm now playing on the 2nd beat the F sharp with the thumb, and then the upper note with the middle finger. The A, the 3rd string, is with the index finger. So I'm playing. Notice how that thumb comes across, so we've got a bass note with the index finger, so we're playing thumb, bass note, index finger bass note, then bringing the thumb across. Into the third beat of bar 21, again I'm playing the bass note with the thumb and the upper note, the second string, with the third finger. The D sharp fourth string with the index finger, and then bringing the thumb across to play the bass note. So we'd be getting two notes on the same string, one with the index finger, one with the bass, with the thumb. So we're playing into bar 22. So we're now playing, same idea. This time the third fingers of the right hand's playing the third string, the thumb's playing the sixth string, index fingers playing that fourth string. Onto the second beat, we're now playing the fifth string and third string together, thumb and middle finger. Then index finger plays the bass note. So bar 22, we're playing. So I'll play it again from the beginning of bar 21 slowly. So I'm playing. Then the rest of it isn't too bad. I use the third finger on that third beat with the thumb, then middle, index, thumb and middle finger, middle, index, third finger on that third string, then middle, index, and finally thumb and middle finger. And there we finish Bach's Bouree in E minor from the first Lute Suite. The final fingering on that, from bar 21 to 22, which I spent quite a bit of time on, is fingering that I found many years ago in the mid 1970s from a masterclass of a very famous guitar maestro, and I've played it like that ever since. He did spend quite a lot of time on those last few bars in order to get the fingering, how he would play it. Anyhow, I hope that helps you to play this fine piece. Please subscribe to the channel. Music and tabs are available from my website. There is a link at the bottom of the video. The music and tabs are free, and I hope it helps you to play this piece, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.